First week of October, this is our planting time in this latitude, this area of the state. We're truly a family farm. I usually plant 30,000 plants. I've done it down to 15. We'll kind of have to watch how we pick. Most of that's because one of our best strawberry hands is grown up and graduated high school and left home.
Come on!
So we got a water wheel planter there with 4 folks. I've switched to a 3-row system this year, so we're doing the center row, and then I'll go with the outside rows. So I'll make more passes, but there'll be less yelling to stop and less problems. You always got to remember, this is what you prayed for. The way we grow strawberries is called plasticulture. This is a 1-year crop. We have to remove the plants so that the nutrients can get right, pH can get back, and the plastic, of course, would degrade over the year. So we have to pull them up and put them in every year. So he's nice, heat right there. His crown's gonna grow. The plastic will protect the berries from water and dirt, because that's where the disease comes from. The best way to put it is that it creates an environment for that plant to reach its yield potential, which is 1 pound to 1.5 pounds. You see how the sun's coming up now? It's hitting this side of the beds. So that's solar energy, and that's why the the roads have got to be oriented north and south so they can get the east, west sun and the noontime sun. I've got a water wheel planter that pokes holes as you ride and then do them by hand so that we can make sure that every plant is put 1/4 inch below the dirt, straight up and down. That way we don't have crowns that'll grow up and fruit will go under the plastic. We're taking the time, and I've planted less plants this year, so we've got the time to do it. Then we need so many heat units. Strawberries don't grow below 50 degrees. Every berry you pick in the spring sets buds in the fall, and they have to have so many heat units before the daylight drops below 10 hours. Once they get into January, they're hardy down to about 10 degrees. They start waking up in February. So then we start worrying about weeds that are coming up in the plants, so we'll start pulling them so that by the time the pickers get here in April, the rows are nice and clean. When April comes, we start spraying fungicides. We do what the University of Arkansas says what we should do. If I could grow strawberries without spraying anything, I would definitely love to do that, but we've never sprayed an insecticide. Never had a bug, a slug, or a worm eat more than his fair share. The leaves, they're standing up good. Like I said, these were just planted yesterday. They're upright, they're reaching for the sun, but there's a tab under these from the transplanter spikes that if that gets too deep down in the roots, it'll block off those roots from the soil, depriving that plant of nutrients and water to make the best amount it can do.